Alright, welcome back everyone. Here we are almost through the first page of the build. These guys are sort of fanning out, but they're going to end up in a box, so that's going to be alright. My tray of tiny pieces has returned. Got to, sort of wrangle everything together, but I think we're actually going to start using some of these into our build, into their place today. Hopefully it goes better than it did yesterday. But if you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step in real time so you can see all my successes and all my failures. How I hopefully fix the inevitable failures as they come up. Try and have fun, stay positive, just have a good time. And if you've seen any kits or sets or models or anything that you'd like to see me give a crack at, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'm always looking to add on to my list. And, if it's something I think I can handle, we'll eventually get around to it. But I'm just going to slide right into the build tonight. I got everything pulled from last night, so plenty to go around. This is the last of the I think this is the last of the thing where I got to make a whole bunch of them, but there's only, I guess I'm making 12 of them, and there's some stuff that I don't really understand about it, but I'm going to follow their instructions at least through the first couple and see what I think about it. So we start off with our letter and our envelope. And we're making the letter to put in the envelope that we're going to seal up and never see again. So that's why I'm sort of dubious about this, but I figure I'll at least give them one shot. We'll see how the first one goes, and if it doesn't add anything to it, we'll just start making envelopes. Let's start off getting our scoring on our lines here so I can get the fold super easy. Fold up to make the contents of our soon-to-be envelope. And all the envelopes, I don't know they're all different, but there's a few different varieties of them. But Blair's not going to show you. Not even sure what that one says. It's all written in high hopes. Okay. Something rather odd for a detective agency to have written on an envelope. But okay. Let's see if I can. Sort of the same deal with the envelopes as is with the papers. Sort of score them on the lines. Get them to cooperate there. This one. Okay. So, let's see, I'm doing sides go around first. I'm guessing not the seal or whatever showing there. That's what our envelope will be. But we'll put the contents in it. Does that make it any? Yeah, it makes it a little chunkier. I'm not sure how much it's going to add. Well, I guess it does significantly make it look like it's got some good stuff in there. So I'm going to go with the old Gorilla Super Glue, see if I can get a little enough on there to make it work. Yeah, I think it's going to add, like I said, I don't think it matters what's in there, just sort of, just trying to make it look like there's contents in there, so just dab under there, dab under there. I want to find something else to hold it down so I don't glue myself to it. Roll over. Found a use for the teeny tiny screwdrivers. Maybe. They're not ideal because they're fluted. Yeah, that held it together good. Yeah, I think Okay, maybe I don't need to score this one as much. On this one I could probably score it from the back side to keep that brown intact, because the lines are pretty obvious to follow. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. And grab me a paper towel and make sure I don't have any excess glue on there. Alright, just drop you in a bowl. And let's try that. Like I say, try it from the opposite side on our envelope on this one, just to see if that does any significant changes. Like I say, it's pretty obvious where you're supposed to hit them. Flap. Not like that. Okay. I missed one. I said it was obvious, then I proceeded to miss. Okay. Has anybody started watching their Christmas movies yet? If you have, drop in the comments which one's your favorite. I'm partial to most versions of the Christmas Carol. I think the Muppets is my favorite. Okay, so that looks... Well, I did them backwards, but I still think it... Yeah, not having that crack on it, I think will make it... Yeah, that's, I think, going to be key on this part of it. But of course, you know, I like all of them. Elf and Grinch, and I'm trying to think. What am I? I've got 5 or 6 of them that I really always watch every year. I'm not one of the people that loves the Christmas Story with the leg lamp, but I do enjoy it. Probably once every 3 or 4 years. It's worth seeing Ralphie's adventures, I think. Okay. Oop, come on, pop you in there. And you. Yeah, like that. I guess, you know, I'm still on the fence about whether that's really worth it or not. Now let's try a new tactic on the glue and leave it open so I can maybe make it a little neater, but I'm not sure yet. So clean that off as good as I can. Just a dab. Dab. You up now. Put a little enough on there where I can actually use my fingers to down. Yeah, I think that's probably worth the extra effort to make it, like I say, it looks like it's got contents, valuable evidence to be used in whatever investigation our detective famous agency is involved with. Okay, so I think that's what I've decided. Do one more regular, and then I'll do the rest of them sped up. Just because I think I've settled on my technique at this point. Still sort of trying to find that balance of how hard to score it. Yep. You know, I guess when you hold them up next to each other, that Yeah, that's pretty significant difference, and being more, obviously more substantial. So, okay. Didn't get enough off of this one. Just barely fitting as is. I can't have extra. Not have done those enough. Okay, they did go there. Yeah. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I think I've got it down now, so like I say, I'm not going to subject you to watching the rest of these get built in real time. One did not stick. Okay, there it goes, maybe. Yeah, just a little delayed reaction. Alright. Let's see. I'll jump in and we will go high speed through the rest of these, and I'll talk to you in a minute. Or 2 or 3, depending on how long it takes. Okay, I finally decided, or refined my technique, I guess. There's one flap. You start with the smaller flap. The bottom flap seems to work the best, so you got a little extra give using the top flap. I've been using the screwdriver. It's got, like I say, the way the handle is made, it picks that flap up and rolls it right over for you. You put the pressure on it. You don't have to worry about gluing yourself to your envelope. And so he's got the little square, not square, the X pattern on it. Pop off the excess and hit the big flap. Pick it up and roll it over. And that's this glue out of the way. And just like that, we got 12 evidence envelopes. And now, what's this? Okay. Now we finally get to the point where we're not folding something. We'll get back to that, don't worry. But let's start off with our crates. Ooh, pretty straightforward. Snug but not tight on that. Let me double check. Okay, we do want the veneer showing. Yeah, in and out on it so you can. Okay, that one's going to need some glue. Yes, it will be. I'm assuming that's the angle we're going to have on seeing it. I'm going to have stuff in the bottom of it too, I'm sure. I'll go ahead. I am going to put a drop of B7000 into each one of the little notches there, just to make sure, just a touch, just enough to glue the bottle to it. Alright. Okay. And of course, got the glue all over my hands again, but we'll live with that. Okay. And another one. Make sure. Yes, we're doing the same thing, in and out, in and out. Yeah, I think once we get everything locked in, it'll be. I'll go ahead and hit these before I start. Just cut out the middle, man. Maybe. feels like I didn't really need it on this one, so that's this one. This one. Little teeny tiny box. And let's see here. Okay, so these guys go. And they're snug, so that's, this one's that snug as well. Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna let it ride. That one, I am not gonna let ride. Cause that's probably could have been. Would have been all right. I'm just put a dab on those guys. Likewise, let's go ahead and, before I get going. That way. So. All right. Those aren't. I guess they line up close enough at this scale. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it's perfect enough for me. Okay. Now, get our rolls out. Okay. I never did go back and glue them. They stayed. Like I said, I think they're going to be tight enough for what we need. And we get one more. Let's see, one box gets 6, one box gets 4. So we got, let's see which different length ones. Let's line them all up here for a second. Let's see where we're at on. Okay, so we got 3 long guys. 4. Didn't get straightened. Okay, looks like there's more than. Okay, there's 3 lengths. Maybe not. Maybe it's. Yeah, that. Yeah, okay, so just randomly, I guess. Okay, so we take this guy. I don't think there's any glue on the bottom, but I'll. That first one, let's get 6. So let's do 6 of them randomly. Another shorty. Okay, so it's supposed to sort of go in. It's supposed to be more like that, but now I've got them all in there. I got to put the glue in. Just fairly healthy glob in there. Just make sure I get. See, it's just holding little rolls of paper, so it's not like got to hold concrete or anything in there. Enough to drop you into. Have them sort of, let's say, going any which way. Yeah, that's what I think I want. Yeah, okay, so I'll set you aside. And then there. Smaller box gets the other 4. Once I know which ones I'm going to put in, just go ahead and do the blob in there. Spread it around. Let's see. Looks like might actually have to tighten one of these guys up to get them all in there. I think you're gonna work. You're gonna fly. Be snug. You're gonna go. There we go. And reload it. See if I can. Having a blowout there. Let me grab this rubber band on there. Guess I can't reach anything but the giant rubber bands. I think I need 2 on there. Just have to make sure it dries before it. Okay. Oh, we got that. All right. And then big box gets our, like I say, our accordion books, which supposedly they should fit right in there. And they do. Right. That's cool. I'm not gonna do the whole blob. I will run a line down just a bead right down the middle. Y'all back in. I like that. I love it when it works. Okay, now what do I have to? Oh, okay. Posters. Wait a second. I didn't make a box D. Okay, there's evidently another one of those boxes I didn't pull the pieces for. Okay. Sort of hard to follow the instructions sometimes. Okay, yeah, I see it now. Yeah. Okay, where did I put my? They're way up there. I'll come back to do that because I got to put about to make the posters we got to put in it. Okay, let's say posters number 14. And it's another one of those things I'm sort of confused about. I don't know why they just didn't make them half. They're making double-sided posters. But there's 18 of them. So, and this is just going to be scoring and folding and gluing. So I'll run that through quick again. So y'all know how that works. So I'll be right back and talk to you again after that. Okay, classic case of overdoing it. There was when I was about halfway through folding them, I realized if you only fold them in half, you don't have to score them. You just got to line up the corners. Just got carried away. when I do this batch, I'll know better. But got our posters, and well, in the meantime, I did go ahead and grab those pieces. So make another one of these little doodads. That one feels loose on that one. That's pop you guys off the. So I'll throw a little dab of glue on the shoulders here on this one. Get these guys in. Let's see. Facing the same direction. Yeah. Glue stick. Bad thing about glue sticks, they do roll away. I guess I'll have to pick up a more name brand one now. That did seem to work pretty good on that. A lot less stressful than trying to race to make sure you get the glue doesn't dry out on you. If you use super glue or get back in there, stand back up. These guys. Like I said, I don't even remember what kit that came with. One of my kits, and it was a freebie. Looks like tone shear. I can't remember which one that one was. I've done a couple of those. Facing the same direction. Okay, stand up. And where are supposed to go? Okay, so that's our view on that one. Looks like you're kicking out on me. Thought I'd saved. That'll work, maybe. Yeah. Alright. And from what I can tell, all the posters go in there. I've looked through the rest of the instructions. I do not see any more loose posters to be put in. Well, outside of the other batch we're doing. But, so I'll just run bead on there, hopefully. A blobby one. Okay, with that, I'm going to spread it out a little bit. Got my little swizzer over here, swizzle stick. End to end. All the posters can hit. Now, knock you over. Okay, that one's too wide, so make sure I trim off the loose edge there. Still a little bit wide, you're forcing it out. Okay. Time for another rubber band. Okay, yeah, this looks like a good one. Okay. I'll still take a smidge more off of you there. Still forcing it, trying to force it out a little bit, but I think it'll be alright. Trim. It doesn't seem like these are meant to be in here. This smaller one, let's put you up toward your middle one. Oh, you're not going to make it. Tiny one too on the front. Close. And, I'm not sure I understand this one, but I'll roll with it. Yeah, this is not making much sense to me. Assuming, actually, I got them all facing the wrong way because the way the everybody out back in because I want it, you know. Still working on the assumption that this is going to be our front. It's going to be our view, so. Okay. Trying to. Oh. Yeah, see, I'm just. It seems overkill to me, so I'm going to throw a couple of them in crooked, I think, just to put you in. Middle back here, ease you in that way. Did you upside down? That. That. Back in. So I'm confused enough by this that I'm going to call that done. That seems like it ought to be full enough of the posters. I'll save these three in case I misread the instructions somewhere. Okay. Now. Oh, it. Okay, okay. Alright, get to make some my scraps out of the way. And we'll get to make a bunch of tiny drawers. These separated right quick. Right in your middle. Pretty standard, so I gotta place and these guys. sides and the front. Okay, we just got to do that 10 times. Actually, it feels. No, it doesn't. I was about to say that's going to be good to go. This side's good to go. This side's not, so it doesn't appear to be. Yeah, this somehow got locked in both ways. So I'm just drop in the corner here and lay one there just to make sure. Away. Let's put you over there. Let's see if it's any better if I go here first. Away. And still, this is the same side. Over in the corner, just tack it in. Okay. Go ahead and hit the done. That's the back. Well, that should be okay. Get all 4 tabs. Why not? And get them all 5. Here. This way. I think that's going to be the way to go. Just got to remember to hold it down when I... Okay, so... You first then. It worked, but for some reason it feels not as good. Alright, only 3 more to go. It seems like this is the... Alright, that's number 10. And then, I don't know why I'm putting my glue up. I think I'm going to need it again here in a second. Just peeled the back of that Lexan off. Didn't get to enjoy it. Lexan. What's Lexan? It's not Lexan. Lexan's the bulletproof version. It's just acrylic. Okay, get to build the case for all the drawers we just built. I did go ahead and stain this side. I'm going to have that side up. This goes, let's see here, got the ones with the notches in them. And we got the solid ones. Just likewise over here. Go solid ones go top and bottom. I believe that one's going to need glue. Yeah, that one's pretty sturdy too. These guys. And oops. One facing the other way. Just, I guess just in case some of it shows through. Alright. And these guys go in. That going. Sort of looks like it's going to be a bookshelf, but we're going to install those drawers in here in a second. So this guy goes in this way. See, that all feels pretty solid, so I am not going to worry about gluing it. Don't feel like anything's coming apart. Yeah. Cool. Alright. Now, how many of these are there? Okay, there's only 12 of these, so I'll do them in real time. I did, since I, like I said, figured out at the end that I didn't have to score them. I can just, hopefully, that one I scored already because I was test fitting it. But the rest of them I won't have to. Coat on there. Over. Should have done it yet. Or as close as my cuts are going to allow me to do it anyway. Can't tell if that's my cut or I didn't get it lined up properly. But I think I'll be alright. I think it's my cut. Yeah, because this side looks pretty good. Yeah, crooked on the other sides. I don't remember the last time I actually used a glue stick, but I think it's more of a scrapbooking thing. It seems to be ideal for this, which makes sense because it's sort of like scrapbooking. Let's see, look more slippery when I start off. I don't know. Maybe not. Alright. That's all for that. And then we take, let's see. We take 4 of our files. They call them file bags. And evidently all the posters. Let's say I'm still confused by this. I can just gather them all up this time. Try and get them somewhat organized, the big ones in the back. And that's the one. Got some not. Got some thicker ones. It looks like. I got one laying over. Sort of did a test fit. I'm not sure that's. Yeah, those all fit in there actually, so that's good. Okay, so that was there, but start off with our file folders. They're looks like they're supposed to be up towards the front, so I'm just going to do a little thickness there. These, I think I'll have. This one looks most. To me, this one looks the most dramatic, so I'm gonna do it. Didn't get far enough back. Need to have them lined up perfectly, so let's do. Kick you over a little bit. I got the glue doing its thing there. Likewise. Same sort of deal there. Do a little bit further back, I think, because it does seem like they want to spread. So I'll start back here and just. Y'all in back and forth a little bit, make sure everybody gets some on it, and then they appear to want to go straight. Okay, those guys sitting there, I'm gonna let them get dry. Whoop, come back here a bit. Let them dry for a minute, and actually turning a page. I believe it. Okay, so when we put them together, those guys, the file folders go here and the posters go here, but all the other drawers go in. Like so. They feel probably get away without doing glue, but I'm gonna drop some, not much, just tack them in place again. I gotta remember, hang on. Not here, not here. Mark them so I can remind myself. Okay, so I'm just gonna run a little bit across the bottom of each one of them. That's where the connection does have a flat back on the bottom. Drop these guys in. Pushing out a little bit, but I think it'll be all right. Alright. Now, file folder's not going to go. Those aren't going to go all the way in because they've got stuff in them. So I'll throw some V across the front here so I can sort of smear it in as it goes back, as far as it's going to go. File folders. Like so. Posters. Likewise. Okay. Alright, that's not bad. I'm sort of digging it. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. I'm out of pieces. So I don't know if I want to pull any more tonight or not. Let me go check and see how long I've gone, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to do just a little bit more, and we'll call it a night after this. First things first, gotta make us a suitcase. Get hold to the sides. There's not. Okay, barely shows up, but there is a handle on there, and I'm going to trim just a touch more off there, I think. Thought I did a good enough job. Seems like I don't see it until I pick it up to use it. Get all the white off of there. Just maybe a touch on this one. Okay. Now I think we're ready. So, let's see. I think I'm going to go with the old Gorilla Super Glue. I think fairly flat, even surface, so it should be able to get it on there. Smooth, even coat. Hard part's going to be picking it up in time before the glue dries. And up. There we go. And maybe try to mark along that edge. Now the sides. More time. Alright. And last, at least the side that probably won't even be showing. Set that part right there, that would be obvious. Right. Got our suitcase done. Now it goes right here on the top. Here. I'm assuming this is going to be against the wall, so I want to make sure it's not hanging over the back. And I'm going to try and position it where it sort of hides that seam too, so I'm thinking like so. So let's use the old B7000 for this, because it's going to be... No, wait a second, I got to put those... Second thought. First thing I'm going to do, I'm supposed to put these papers on the side there. Looks like sort of randomly around. I think I'm going to take them right back and put them take them right off where I just put them. Okay, so I'm still going to try and sort of go over the seams again, because this is the side that's going to be facing us. I don't think I'm going to be able to hide them, but I'm going to sort of spread them out. Try and camouflage them a little bit. Yeah. All right. I don't think through it now. On the top here. Run me a bead. There. Probably too much. I'm going to have it kicking out a little bit, maybe a little crooked. Make sure it's not hanging off the back or the side over here. Yeah. I'm feeling that. Okay, now we get 4 of our files. Of course, that's the first one where I didn't obscure the... Let me grab a different one. I think these are going to be fairly front and center, so grab the ones not showing the big white streaks along the edges. Okay, so blob there. It doesn't. Let me take a peek. Can I see? Do I have room to have this hanging over the edge? Is what I'm wanting to see when this gets installed. Yeah, I think I got that. I can be a little sloppy with it, so I'm gonna have it a little, just barely over the edge there. Now I have this one going off the back. And one more on top of that one. Okay. And on the back. Alright. There's that. The other side's on. Yeah, so I'm that back cleared up again. Okay. Looking good. Got that. Got our. I can take our rubber bands off these guys now. They appear to be steady. Alright, we've made a little more progress than yesterday, I think. Still got the rest of our tray of tiny pieces here. Don't want to move this around too much because that stuff's still shifting. I think it might have shifted again while I was... Yep, it did. Okay. But, let's say, making progress slowly but surely. And, let's say, what are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow we're building looks like another bookshelf desk situation. So I think we'll make some good progress tomorrow too. But, with that being said, I'm going to call it a night. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another. Stay safe. And I'll see you next time.